Greetings, welcome on back. It is Tuesday, April 29th. We have a 15-game MLB slate on tap for today. Real quick, before we jump into everything, a recap of our Monday. We went 4-4 on our money line / spread picks. We went 6-2 on our over-unders. Our dollar parlay pitching props was a hit for us. That was $1 winning us $22. Real quick, also before we jump into this video, I had someone asking me in the comments yesterday about the research and the tools that I use. Just like everyone, I pay for Outlier, but just like you guys know, everyone's paying for Outlier. Everyone uses the same thing. It's an AI-based algorithm program. There's certain things Outlier does not calculate in its daily. It is an algorithm-based program. So there's two websites I just want to give you guys that is free that I use every day for my research. That is the Action Network, actionnetwork.com, and then Fangraphs. Action Network, very good with constant pitching types, speeds from their last start, from their 2 starts ago. I love the Action Network. And another thing I like about them is the constant updating of the weather. Just like the NFL, weather in Major League Baseball is a huge factor. Look, guys, I'm not going to waste your time. I always say this. We don't make 35-minute videos where I talk about every single pick and then I give you 4 or 5 picks at the end of the video of that 35-minute long video. We just do picks here. Know that the night before I spend 4 or 5 hours from 1 in the morning till around 3, 4 right in the morning as well, researching these videos. I truly appreciate you guys. Tons of money to be made today. Good luck to everyone. Please do not forget our dollar parlay plays at the end of the video. With all of that being said, guys, let's jump in. All right, first game of the day, 6 o'clock Eastern start. Minnesota Twins in Cleveland taking on the Guardians. I could genuinely say this was my worst read of yesterday. I took Cleveland. Minnesota destroyed the Guardians yesterday. But today, like you know I usually do when I compliment a team, I'm going with the other team. We're playing Cleveland again on the money line. The game total is set at 8, and we're playing the over in this one. Over 8 total runs. For our hitting props, we're going with 2 Guardians here. We're going with Manzardo as well as Ramirez. Moving on to the pitching props here. And we're playing Paddock of the Twins to go over his line. We're playing him to go over 3.5 Ks. But we're taking Bybee of the Cleveland Guardians to go under 5.5 strikeouts in this one. Moving along after that, we have the New York Yankees in Baltimore taking on the Orioles. And if you guys watched yesterday's video, I told you that there would be one game Shugano goes over and breaks his line. It would be against this Yankees team. And sure enough, that's what happened. Today, we're playing the New York Yankees on the money line again. The game total set at 10, and we're playing the under 10 total runs. Let's look at our hitting props. 2 total bases. We're taking 2 Yankees here. We're playing Rice and Judge of the New York Yankees. Moving on to the pitching props. We're taking Rodon to go over 6.5 strikeouts. We're playing Gibson, who's making his first start of the season. He's been coming out of the pen, to go under 4.5 Ks today. On after that, we have an NL Central matchup. We have the Cubs going to Pittsburgh to start a series with the Pirates. Today, we're playing the Cubs, who are favored to cover the 1.5 runs here. The game total is set at 8.5, and we like the over in this one. Over 8.5 total runs. On to our hitting props. 2 total bases. We're taking 2 Cubbies here. We're taking Crow Armstrong as well as Kyle Tucker. Moving on to our pitching props. We'll be taking 2 overs here today. We're taking Iganagma of the Cubs to go over 5.5 Ks. And we're taking Haney to go over 4.5 strikeouts as well. On after that, we have the St. Louis Cardinals in Cincinnati taking on the Reds. This game went under yesterday. It was a 3-1 win for the Reds. Today, we are playing St. Louis on the money line. The game total set at 9.5, and we like the under in this one. Under 9.5 total points. Moving on to our hitter props, 2 total bases. We'll be playing a Cardinal and a Red here. We're taking Donovan of the Cardinals. We're taking Gavin Lux of the Cincinnati Reds to both have 2 total bases. On to the pitching props for this game. And we're taking the overs for both starting pitchers. We're playing Mikolas of the Cardinals to go over 3.5 Ks. And we're taking Singer of the Cincinnati Reds to go over 5.5 strikeouts. Moving along, we have a NL East matchup starting up here. We have the Washington Nationals going to Philly to start a series with the Phillies. And with Philadelphia being favored at home today, we will be playing Philadelphia to cover the 1.5 runs. The game total is set at 8.5, and we like the over in this one, over 8.5. Moving on to the hitter props, 2 total bases, and we'll be playing the 2 Philly big left-handed bats. We're taking Schwarber and Harper here, so both have 2 total bases. Moving on to the pitcher props, we're playing Gore of the Washington Nationals to go under his 6.5 Ks, but we'll be playing Zach Wheeler of the Phillies to go over 6.5 strikeouts. On after that, we got the Kansas City Royals going to Tampa to play the Rays. Tampa favored at home today, and we'll be playing them to cover the 1.5 runs. The game total set at 8, and we like the under in this one, under 8.5 total runs. On to the hitting props, 2 total bases. We'll be playing a Royal and a Ray. We're taking Bobby Witt Jr. of the Kansas City Royals. We're taking Lowe of the Tampa Bay Rays. Moving on to our pitching props. And we're playing Lorenzen of the Kansas City Royals to go under his 4.5 strikeout line. But we're playing Bradley of the Rays to go over 5.5 Ks in this one. Moving along, we have a AL East matchup starting up here. We have the Red Sox going to Toronto to play the Jays. And in this one, this will be our one cheap play of the day. We're playing Toronto plus the 1.5 points, as Boston is favored on the road here. So we're playing Toronto plus the 1.5 runs. The game total set at 7.5. We like the over in this one, over 7.5. Moving on to our hitter props, 2 total bases. We'll be playing a Red Sox, Alex Bregman, and the Toronto Blue Jays is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Moving on to our pitching props, and we're playing Crochet of the Red Sox to go under his line, under 6.5 Ks. And we're playing Francis of the Blue Jays to go over 4.5 strikeouts in this one. On after that, we got a series that I'm really looking forward to. I think it should be a good one. The Arizona Cardinals coming to New York to play the Mets. And at this one, we're playing Arizona on the money line. As the Mets are favored here, we're playing the Road Dogs. The game total is set at 8.5, and we're playing over in this one, over 8.5 total runs. Moving on to our hitting props, 2 total bases. We're taking Corbin Carroll of the Arizona Diamondbacks, as well as Francisco Lindor of the Mets to both have 2 total bases. Moving on to the pitching props here. And in this game, we'll be playing 2 overs as well. We're playing Rodriguez of the D-backs to go over 5.5 strikeouts. But we're also playing Peterson of the Mets to go over 4.5 Ks today. On after that, we got the Milwaukee Brewers going to Chicago to start a series with the White Sox. And at this one today, we're playing Milwaukee on the money line. The game total is set at 8, and we like the under in this one, under 8 total points. Moving on to the hitter props, and we're taking 2 Brewers. We're taking Cheerios, and we're taking Hoskins. Moving on to the pitching props here. And the only official listed starter is Milwaukee Brewers starting pitcher Peralta, who will be playing his over. We're taking him to go over 6.5 Ks today. On after that, another game we got wrong yesterday on our pick, and that was the Athletics going to Texas to play the Rangers. The Athletics were favored yesterday. We took the underdogs, and the Athletics won. Today, we are playing the Texas Rangers on the money line as they're favored at home. The game total set at 8.5, and we're playing under in this one, under 8.5. Moving on to the hitting props. 2 total bases, 2 Rangers we're playing, Berger and Langford. Moving on to our pitching props here. And we're playing the Athletics Lopez to go over 3.5 Ks. But we're taking Texas Rangers DeGrom to go under his line, under 6.5 Ks in this one. Moving along, we got the Detroit Tigers in Houston taking on the Astros. And this one will be playing Detroit on the money line. The game total set at 7.5, and we're playing over 7.5 total runs. To hitter props, 2 total bases. We're taking Carpenter and Tolkerson of the Tigers. Moving on to the pitching props here. And we're playing Olsen of the Tigers to go over 4.5 strikeouts. We're playing Gusteau of the Houston Astros, though, to go under his line, under 5.5 Ks in this one. On after that, we got the Atlanta Braves in Colorado taking on the Rockies. And we're playing Atlanta on the money line here. The game total set at 11, and we're playing over 11 total points in this one. For our hitting props, 2 total bases, we're playing Riley and Olsen of the Braves to both have 2 total bases. Looking at our pitching props here, the only official listed starter is Colorado Rockies Marquez. And we're playing him to go over his line. We're playing him to go over 3.5 Ks in this one. All right, down to our final 3 games of the day. We have a AL West matchup starting up here. We have the Angels going to Seattle to start a series with the Mariners. And in this one, we're playing the underdogs. We're playing the road dogs. Give me the Angels on the money line here. For the game total, 7.5. We like the over 7.5 total runs. Onto the hitting props, 2 total bases. 2 Angels will be playing, Trout and Ohapi. Onto the pitching props, and we're playing Kotchowitz of the Angels to go over 3.5 Ks, but we're playing Miller of the Seattle Mariners to go under 6.5 strikeouts here. On after that, another matchup, interdivision matchup starting up. We have a NL West matchup starting up here today. San Francisco on the road playing the Padres. And we are playing San Francisco on the money line in this one. The game total set at 6.5. It's a very good pitching matchup, but we're playing the over 6.5 total runs. Onto the hitting props, 2 total bases. We're taking Jung Ho Lee of the Giants and Fernando Tatis Jr. of the Padres to both have 2 total bases. Looking at our pitching props here, and we're taking the overs for both starting pitchers. We're playing Webb of the Giants to go over 5.5 Ks. And we're playing Pavetta of the Padres to go over 6.5 strikeouts in this one. Down to our final game of the day. I told you guys yesterday, this Miami Marlins offense is very good. Once again, we are playing the Dodgers on the money line. The game total is set at 8.5, and we're playing over 8.5 total runs. Moving on to the hitting props. We're taking 2 Dodgers here. We're taking Shohei Ohtani as well as Edman of the Dodgers to both have 2 total bases. For the pitching props, as of right now, only 1 starting pitcher is listed, and that's Alcantara of the Miami Marlins. And we're playing him to go under his line, under 4.5 Ks in this one. Alrighty, before we get up out of here, guys, our dollar parlay plays of the day. We start off with our pitching props parlay, and we go to we start off with the Cleveland-Minnesota game. We're taking both starting pitchers. We're playing Minnesota's Paddock to go over his line. And we're taking Cleveland Guardians starting pitcher Bybee to go under his line. Next, we move on to the Pittsburgh Pirates Cubs game, and we're playing both starting pitchers in that one. We're playing Haney and Iganagma to go over their lines. Then finally, Houston Astros starting pitcher Gusteau. We're taking him to go under his line. All 5 of those gentlemen and a dollar parlay should pay around $15 to $20. Moving on to our hitting props parlay, 2 total bases. We're taking Riley of the Atlanta Braves, Lindor of the New York Mets, Judge of the New York Yankees, Bobby Witt Jr. of the Kansas City Royals, and Langford of the Texas Rangers. All 5 of those gentlemen and a dollar parlay should pay around $22 to $25. Then our final parlay of the day, we're playing our home run parlay here. We're taking Aaron Judge, Kyle Schwarber, and Trevor Story of the Red Sox. All 3 of those gentlemen in a dollar parlay we'll be playing today, and that should pay around $80 to $85. Once again, guys, I appreciate you guys for clicking on this video. Good luck to everyone. I hope we all win some money today, and I hope to catch you guys on the next one.